Back to you for first of all, here are the new and updated-ish achievement list that I wanted to do. The only thing I forgot to check is that I did achieve a pile of gold, but the rest of the one that have a 1 in front of it is done. I have a 13 achievement done from this game. And I also added a new category at the bottom for any achievement that I got that I was not planning on getting. So yeah, back to EU4. The first thing I saw while just looking through everything is the Ottomans, because as I said, I wanted to go with them. Spoiler alert, I did not go with them for now, but in a few videos I will. I promise. And there's a good reason for it. You will see through other videos. But yeah, as I was looking through what can I do to attack the Ottomans, the thing I realized and remembered is that Malwa is allied to the Mughals and guaranteed by VJ. So if I find a place that VJ cannot defend them, I can just attack Malwa and get some stuff from the Mughals without needing to attack the Ottomans early on and break their alliance. The second reason I didn't attack the Ottomans straight away is that I realized that my combat width was wrong now that I got a few techs, so I needed to fix everything. With 40 combat width, I decided to go with 48, 40. I could put way more infantry for reinforcement, but I figured I'd have way more than one stack close to each other, so I thought I didn't need it. So for the good part of the early of this session, I just decided to make sure all my armies were tidy up and ready for a big war for the Ottomans. We are now 15 minutes in, and I just realized that the Mughals are at war with VJ, so I'm starting to align my units on the border now that they're kind of fixed. With the war with VJ, it makes it so that they won't defend Malwa if I attack them, meaning that I can attack them, and so after bringing my troops and waiting a tiny bit for my cores, I decided to go to war. Not with the Mughals, of course, but with Malwa. One thing that I also thought of is that since I don't care about AE at all, when I'll piece out the Mughals, I can take land without caring at all, since the only thing I'll check at is overextension, and since I waited for my cores, that means I can just take stuff for free. But of course, as I said, my main goal of this war is breaking the alliance between the Mughals and the Ottomans, hopefully making them attack each other. I would have liked to destroy the 20k units right there, but they keep leaving, and there's no way the VJ will ever give me access, so I guess I'll just wait. By the way, if you wonder at one point what those two 20k stacks around the Bengal are, it's just random cannons pretty much. There's nothing much else. There's a few cavalry and that's it. It was just a residual of me creating better armies. And I realized that I had way more cannons than everything else. Which is not good. I want more infantry. I also, of course, started getting my heavy ships with my giant heavy ship construction. I won't be done with the achievement yet, because it wasn't enough. I didn't have enough sailors, but it will be a lot of heavy ships. If you remember also, the Ottomans were at war with Tunis, which is annoying. They didn't take the one province that would have made me just walk through. And they won't give me access, because I attacked them. I will probably just attack them myself, but yeah. On the Mughal side of thing, I am just blitzing through their forts, since I do not mind wasting the military power, since I am way ahead in military tech. I just got the new tech at 60% extra, just because it was supply limit and I needed a lot. I'm also not sure where their main army is. I did stack wipe one of their stacks around my western flank, but that's it. And as I start to carpet siege, I finish all my cores. I could have made it better timing by declaring war slightly earlier, so I finished the war as I finished my cores, but it's fine. We are starting to get into slightly dangerous territories since it's mountain forts all the way around in Afghanistan, and other than that, I just need to carpet siege westward. I also haven't forgotten about the stupid state that I can't do my mission for, and I'm trying to figure out how will I do it. I need for somehow make them lose the states and be able to create someone that has all the states. It's gonna be weird. And I don't really want to lose the war, but I will if I need to, just because I will lose the hegemon, which is a pretty bad debuff. I was able to finish so many forts before the Siege of Malwa finished. It was a level 9 forts. I'm starting to hypothesize, that word, on what to do with the Mughals, and that's how I came up with kind of this peace deal. It was still work in progress. I might not take as many provinces depending on war score and stuff like that, but this is about what I need for the Indian one, plus the stuff inside, of course. But yeah. But by looking at this, I also witnessed my fleet was done. My magnificent, giant fleet. So I just control-click dragged them all. Half of them went to Gibraltar, and the other half went in the Philippines, just because I had a lot of boats. And with that, I can go back with the war. Those Malwa troops will probably just stay in that province because they have definitely not enough people to just siege their own fort, so I don't think they will do anything. Got a 50% cost advisor though, so don't mind if I do. He's a level 3, which is also of my culture, or promoted culture, I guess, and my religion, which means I can upgrading all the way to level 5 easily, and it's half cost. Nice. For some reason I skipped the fort that they blew up, so I just had to kill the army and siege back the fort. I'm also running out of manpower a lot. So I decided to slacken recruitment. Even if I don't have that much professionalism, I can do it for a bit. This battle is going to be a test to see my combat efficiency, especially that it's in mountains, so it's not great. But we can safely assume that I have pretty good stuff. I also just now catch the army that came from Nepal. My army still had quite the attrition from that level 9 fort, but I was pretty confident that with my army quality and stuff like that, I could defeat them. And I did. It wasn't a stack wipe, but I was pretty sure they were retreating to the fort they just blew up, so I went there. And I was right to assume that, because a few seconds later, kaboom, they were dead. I decided to ignore the other half and just focus on sieging back that siege. I checked to see if I could peace out, and I cannot. It is not enough war score at all. I need to wait a long time before I can peace them out. And so when I could take my next idea group, I decided to take it, because why not? It's also some tolerance of the true faith, which is pretty good. It won't help in colonies because, well, they're all in trade companies, meaning they are not my true faith, but I don't really mind. I also, finished some colonies so I could get the last one in the world, unless Greenland is still uncolonized, but I doubt it, it's been a while. And I also took the next Diplotech. Again, on the war, everything's going fine. Their entire army is weaker than probably one of my stacks, so I can just roam through. Knowing that now makes me think I should have just attacked the Ottomans and just roamed through with what I had, because I would have probably killed them, because it's very late game, meaning Ottomans are not that strong, really. They're still very strong, but compared to me, I don't think so. Also, every time I have people's points, I just spend them on mercantilism, that way I can get that achievement with 100% mercantilism. There's still more than negative 100 to accept this peace deal. I also just now realized how fat the Mughals really are. They are demolishing Russia. Well, the Ottomans also are right now, but yeah, they are extremely fat. I don't know really where they came from, but I finally found a part of their army. It's right there, wreaking havoc, being annoying. I'm sending one of my armies to deal with them. And yes, they did deal with them quite nicely. Still quite nice. With that, and they still have 160k troops with 70,000 manpower. That's pretty good for them, I guess. Maybe my one stack can take them is slightly over exaggerated, but yeah, it's fine. I'm also preparing in the background something that I did start talking about a few episodes ago. It's about an achievement, so you might know where this is going, but I will cut right now, so that way you don't see it. And as you saw for the war, they're only -7 now. It's been quite the time skip, but it was just sieging down random provinces until they can capitulate. Which they would now accept it, but I want to take more than war score, just because why not? So I was waiting for a siege that shouldn't take long anyways, so I'm just gonna do that one. It's gonna be done right there. And with that siege done, I can now finally peace them out. And they won't peace out for anything else, so I guess I'll take money and leave. Thank you. That's enough for me. I don't really care if they take anything else. I now have very pretty border, I think, in India. The fact that they are also yellow, Vijayanagar, makes it as if it's only Bengal and Mughals that I don't own, which is cool. But of course, gone with Malo at the same time, because I now have a diplomat. I could go straight against Bengal next, because I have a truce with VJ, but it is allied with the Shun, which I don't feel like fighting right now, so I will have better wars for now. I can always just attack them towards the end. This should not be a lot to annex. I was now thinking a lot about attacking the Ottomans, with Kublai Kilwa so I can grab them, and getting a bunch of Hormuz too. But as I said at the beginning of the video, and also as I said with this special thing I'm doing, I'm not gonna do it for now. I also now start building the few heavy ships that I need to finish the achievement, for 500 heavy ships without any loans. It's not as big as last time for two reasons. One, I don't have any more sailors, and two, I don't need more heavy ships, I just need enough to make it. This is annoying, because I did forget about them being able to spawn, since I don't have the policies that allows me to do it. So I'll have to go there and do some war crimes. While looking there, I also saw that this would be an amazing attack. Co-belligerating Songhai, Segu, and Tunis, full annexing them all. I'm only waiting for pretty much the truce with Songhai and an opportunity to do it, really. I also now consolidated all the light ships I had into Cape because that was the most profiteering place that I could put my light ships there. For the heavy ships, I have one in the Philippines, one in India, and one in Europe. For the transports, they are all over the place, and I would like more, but I don't have the sailors for now. During the war with the Mughals, I also realized that I had some new CBs that popped up for Crush the Revolution. So I tried to check which countries I had, and since I have so many CBs, I decided to just look over that instead. It was way easier. And I don't have any, like... I was trying to figure out if that would work, because they are not, like, great powers or anything, and they don't own the Center of Revolution's thing, so I was trying to figure out, like, how does revolution work? So I decided to Google it. And from the wiki, I was able to figure out that it's actually not going to do anything good for me right now. I need a revolutionary target, which is the first revolutionary country that is a great power. So I was kind of right of assuming that it won't work. So I just need to wait for a great power to do it. Hopefully Venice will do it. Update on great powers though, it's been a while. So yeah, I would like Venice or Bohemia to get it, and hopefully I can just destroy the Center of Revolution if it's Venice. Because last time I didn't have enough for 500 because of my sailors, I can now finish off for the heavies. And after this, I saw this event. New Spain is attacking the last tribe right there. So what I do instead is decide to activate plan, finish my mission tree. I figure out that there is no, like, liberate subjects button, so I decide to just click on them, declare war, conquest. First thing. Second step, win the war-ish. It doesn't need to be 100%, just enough for them to kind of want to be out of the war. Right now it's good. So, I need to be able so that those provinces are a part of not their colony. So I just decide to offer tribute and give them all those 5. They are accepting, of course. Make them accept. They're now still at war with New Spain, but I did lose my hegemon, and I cannot click it back. That I did not know. I cannot click it back until I lose this thing, which is only a few years. I should be fine. The modifier also gives me plus 10% all power cost, so I decided to start the golden era. That way I negate that negative by 10%. That way it's null. And also my golden era will last longer than the hegemon lost, so it will negate itself. Step 3 is let New Spain win the war. And hopefully one of 2 scenarios happen. Either 1, they don't touch any of the 5 provinces I gave them, which is the best case scenario. Or 2, they annex all of it, which is, I guess, a better case scenario. Case 3 would be they take some of the state, but not all of it, which would be worse, because that would mean I need to make sure none of my vassals get the rest. Because my stacks are bigger also, I decided to build more transport to get some more transports, really. So that it's easier, because now I have 80 transport here, and it's only 88k for the stack, so it's easier to have more. With this, I decide to go on my secret plan. I now have 2 fully stacked armies next to Taiwan, which is Japanese state. And one of the achievements I want is to control over Japan. And because it will take more than 1 war, I need to get on with it because it's already in 1740s. So I just do that, and I declare war to Japan. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. There are 2 things that are going to happen. 1, the war with Japan, and 2, the continuation of what happened with that state in California. So yeah, hope you liked it, and see you on the next one.